This video is going to show you what you can expect on a Paramotor Discovery Flight. These Discovery Flights are tandem paramotor flights, meaning that there's going to be a pilot and then you will be a passenger where you'll get to learn the basics, the ins and outs of paramotoring within a 30-minute flight. And on this flight, it is important for you to really start to grasp those initial concepts of basic handling in the air. With the main thing that I like to focus on is controlling oscillations. As you may already know, paramotors can be very, very easy to learn how to handle in the air, unlike an aircraft which has instrument clusters and all these other things that you need to monitor. It's a very freeing experience because you just have the world out in front of you. That being said, there are only a few things you really need to closely monitor during your flight. One of them is going to be those oscillations. You can develop this rocking tendency, and if you input the wrong controls, you will exacerbate that condition to the point where it can feel and actually be unsafe. Try to look out for that in this video, some of the oscillation controls, and then also the importance of having controlled turns, not making drastic movements. This is something that you can hopefully take with you when you're going on your discovery flight with a certified instructor, and yeah, make the most out of it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the footage, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Bye.
Clear prop. Very nice. Love it when a plan comes together. Let's go learn something about paramotors. So just keep your feet loose when as we're taking off.
Yeah?
And then
I don't even know where to put my hands.
you can just relax the hands and have a good time. And then as we're taking off, if you can lean your head to the left just a little bit. There you go, just like that.
Good?
Are you ready?
Yeah, anytime.
All right, let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. And a little more speed. There we go, and we're off. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, oh yes. Yeah. All right, we're going to make a left-hand turn over here. We're going to head out towards the desert. Are you freezing yet?
No, I'm good.
Perfect. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and keep on climbing.
Okay.
Get ourselves to a nice area where we can talk about handling and all this great stuff. All right, so we're always checking for traffic. Airplanes obviously follow a traffic pattern. They're usually in the traffic pattern at about 1,500 feet. We're much slower than that.
Yeah?
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down slow, because if an aircraft were coming in to take off or land, they would be coming in at a much higher angle. So we'll do just a few turns. I'm doing some gentle pulls. We're going to pull it the other way, gentle pull. This helps us lose altitude. So the main way to descend in a paramotor is to just come off a throttle like this. Now we're a glider. Ta-da! This is how we land as well.
Yeah?
No power needed. We just mosey our way down.
Nice.
And as we're making our way down, when it would be time to land, so for example, let's say the runway was actually like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we would pull here, and then it would level us off a little bit.
Nice.
That would give us a nice gentle landing. If we encounter any bumps, that's just part of paramotoring. What do you think so far? Is the view intimidating?
No.
Perfect.
It's really nice.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. If the motor quits, I'm going to simulate it. All of a sudden, you got to find a place to land. It's like, okay, well, we've either got this road over here.
Right on him. No.
Once we get a little bit higher, I'll have you reach your hands back. Hopefully, your fingers don't freeze. And then I'll still hold on to the brake. And then just kind of lightly grab them as we do some turns. And then once you get the hang of it, I'll let go. and I'll keep holding the throttle, and then you can get a feel for what it's like to turn in a paramotor.
Okay.
I'll demonstrate first by myself, and then I'll have your hands on, and then I'll take my hands off if you can pass this very challenging course. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to turn to the right. I'm going to maintain throttle, and I'm going to just simply start to pull nice and light. Look at how the effect it has. Okay? So let's say if I was to let up off of this really quickly, let's watch what happens. It's up. Oh, we're going the other way. Now we're going this way.
Well, this is fun.
All right, so go ahead and reach your hands back and put yours above mine. Can you reach up? What? Just put your hands on the brakes above my finger. You see the brake toggle right up above higher? Yeah, right there. Just grab onto that. Nice and light. And then same with the other hand. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're going to turn to the right. So here we go. With the right hand, we're going to pull down. And I'm maintaining that throttle. We'll pull a little more so it doesn't want to rock out of it. There we go. We'll put us towards the Oregon Mountains. So we're turning. We're fighting the torque in this direction. We're turning. It's such a slow turn. We're going to hold it, and slowly up, just like that. Okay. And that's our first bumps of the morning. Okay, so now we'll do one to the left. Let's do a 180-degree turn to the left. Go a little deeper. There we go. We're going to go towards Mexico, which is that mountain range on the other side. And slowly come up. There we go. Hold a little longer. And up. Now, keep your hands on. I'm going to show you what happens when we get oscillations, that rocking back and forth. So just let my hands do the talking, and you just follow along. Okay? So we're going to rock. We're going to rock. Now we're going to do nothing, and we're going to experience these oscillations. Sweet. Oh, how intimidating. If you were by yourself, oh no, what do we do? What do we do? So as this wingtip is coming up, let's look at our left shoulder. We'll look at, I think you got it, but look at it. As we're going this side, now we'll pull this way. Yeah. And then we'll pull this way and just kind of balance it out. Look at that. Look at that. A+ rising.
It's like it's just a counterbalance, though.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're doing the opposite of what the glider wants to do. All right. I'm going to let go of mine. Don't pull both brakes. Just take it nice and easy, okay? And you feel confident?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Sweet. Let's do a turn to the left, a 180-degree turn. Okay. And hold it a little tighter because it wants to come out. There you go. And great. All right. Got a little bit of rocking. So one of the things is, like, as you enter a turn, the paramotor can do this thing where the glider can do this thing where it almost wants to right itself. You know what I mean? Like, it wants to come back up out of that turn. Like, it may bank into the turn more aggressively at first, and even if you were maintaining the same amount of pressure on that brake toggle, it may be like, nah, I think I'm going to come up, and then you have to say no and just give it a slight bit more pressure. Right now we've got little oscillations. Do you want to go ahead and try and find that nice and level? So just with one hand at a time. So we'll pull right as this one comes up, very nice, and then we'll pull on this side. And there we go. Close enough. All right, go ahead and do a turn to the right, keeping your left hand all the way up, and then using just your right hand to do another 180-degree turn. Now you're turning against the torque. Slow and steady, does it? It'll give us a nice cleanest turn. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Rock on. So if we exit it a little sooner and a little slower, we'll be able to come out without that rocking.
Yeah, I keep doing the rocket thing.
Yeah, it happens. Like everybody does that, and then soon thereafter they're like, oh, okay, I get it. So if this side wants to come back up, we just give it a nice little pull right there. Wham! Great level. Very nice. All right. So now we'll pretend as if we were going to land on this little dirt road. We don't have any power lines. It's more of an arroyo than anything.
Wow. Yeah.
As long as I don't hit the kill switch, we'll be good. So you see this dirt road that kind of we're coming up to cross it. It's this long one that's going off towards the mountain, right down below us. See below us? Yes. Perfect. We'll pretend that that's a runway. Perfect for Isaac and Anthony today to simulate some preparations for landing.
Yeah.
So we're just looking, keeping our eyes on that.
Maybe.
Sometimes it gets a little bumpier down low because there's more contours in the land for the wind to roll off of.
Yeah.
But basically we just roll ourselves down like this, looking straight down the runway just like in general aviation. We're not going to actually touch down. We're just going to simulate it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Hit the potholes, right? No.
Exactly. I think this would not be an approved runway.
Yeah.
And then if we were coming into land, let's say it was right now, we would see it break. And away we go.
All right. How about that?
Perfect. As you can tell, that's why we go to the bigger runways.
Yeah, makes sense. More room for air.
Right, exactly. You can reach back to grab the controls. There's one, there's the other. Perfect. So let's see if we can avoid the helm by pulling a little to the left and go right in between. Man, that looks like it'd be a good freaking runway. This whole area, actually.
Yeah.
I need to find who owns this land. Let's see. Let's go to the right. Okay. And then we'll head towards that field way over there. Nice job.
Thanks. We're getting there slowly.
Yeah.
Still some rocking, but not terrible.
So take us over towards where this house is. Not crossing over it, but we'll go around it. We'll just make a nice circle.
Okay.
What are you, some sort of expert?
No.
That's really good.
Thanks.
So we'll go ahead and cross over our craft, and then we'll make a left back towards the airport and see if we can go catch a train.
Okay, sounds good.
Just make sure when you're cruising to try and keep your hands up a little more. If you look up at the glider, you can see if it's being engaged in the trailing edges.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Go ahead and start that lefty.
Which way do you want to go?
We'll go left towards Santa Teresa Airport.
Okay.
Perfect, and we'll stay on this side of the road.
But I kind of want to keep pushing us over the top of the road.
Oh yeah, because that less turning tendency.
Yeah, crosswind.
I think the wind is also from that direction today as well, so it would be pushing us that way as well.
We're good. It's really relaxing.
Oh yeah. So I'm actually going to bring it in even a little lower. I'm going to descend. That way we stay clear of anybody on approach.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then just keep following the road.
Okay. I can do
Just
that.
the way we came in. Perfect.
A little choppy, but not bad.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just keep following this road.
Okay.
Now that we're clear, I'm going to climb a little bit because we have power lines, so that way if the engine were to quit at that point, we'd be able to glide over them.
Okay.
As I increase power, that torque effect is going to get stronger.
All right. Do you want to follow the railroad tracks or?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll go to the right. Perfect. Hold forward. First keeping up on that one.
Yep.
Good.
Slowly but surely.
Here. Aw. There we go. So try and do the left-hand pull a little bit sooner. Like the moment it thinks about coming up, like right now pull, oh, the opposite.
Okay.
And right now pull, oh. Here, let me show you. I'll just put my hands on yours, right here, and then we'll pull like this, and then we'll kind of do the opposite there, and then kind of balance it out, right like that. Perfect. All right, we got a little road over here. Let's see if you can put it right over that dirt road that's going, okay, north-south.
Kind of. I'm overcompensating.
A little bit, but that's just part of it.
Yeah. Let's try to get back on it.
There we go. And up.
And kind of. I don't think I'd want to land this way.
No, this one's as narrow as they get.
Yeah.
Since we're getting closer to the airport, go ahead and release, and then I got the controls, and then we'll just do a reverse. There we go. And so I'll show you real quick, actually. So when we're doing flying like this, what we want it to be like eventually through training and practice is to be flying straight. Now we're going to get the bumps. Like there's nothing that can be done about that. But what we're looking for is the constant monitoring of that oscillation effect. So I'm actually pulling. If you look at my hand, I'm pulling a lot more with my right. My left hand is pretty much up. If I lift with my left, chances are we got an airplane taking off. Chances are that it'll start that oscillation effect.
Gotcha.
So for the landing, I'll go ahead and do it. Let's see, we're looking at windsock, flags, any sort of indicator for the best direction.
Pretty calm.
Yeah, it is. All right, and then just keep your feet right where they are, but don't put too much pressure. That way I can steer on the brake. Very nice. Yo! Holla!
How about it?
Oh, there it goes. Huh. Looks like the wind was going that way. See, but look at the flag.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's so interesting the way that the air works sometimes.